Hello, everybody. My name is Adedeji. I'm so excited to be here. This is Teaching with Freedom webinar, new rules for profitable and impactful teaching career. This is the webinar we have all been waiting for. This is the webinar that is going to not, I won't literally say change your career, but this is a webinar that can be a turning point for you. This is a webinar that will make a whole lot, not can now, that will make a whole lot of difference in your teaching career. I'm going to be sharing with you a whole lot of things. This thing is well planned, designed for you. It's a gift. Yes, it's a gift from my heart to teachers on this Independence Day. Happy New Month, everybody. Happy Independence. If you're watching the replay, today is October 1st, 2024, and it's Independence Day in Nigeria. Do we have anyone who's not from Nigeria here? Yes, it's Independence Day for our country. And if you check I put out a post earlier this morning, and one of the things I say is that we need to reflect. Are we really uh, celebrating 64 years of independence or 64 years of dependence actually? Which of it are we celebrating? Are we depending? Have we actually been in? Have we actually been celebrating years of independence? Are we really independent, or have we been dependent? Okay, so all these questions are things we should reflect and think about. But the most important thing here is that teachers are very, very important to the development of any nation. We are very, very important. And that's why we're going to be talking about teaching with freedom, because most of us, when we got into the teaching profession, some of us are very passionate about teaching. Some of us, the only reason why we got into teaching is because of condition. We don't have anywhere else to go. Now, these people are divided into two. We have started the teaching, just like that. People are divided into two. There are people who join the teaching profession because of condition. Yes. So when they join teaching because they don't have anything else, they have seen people who studied other courses who do not even study education, but because of some reason they got into teaching. And when they got into teaching, they're divided into two. Some of them developed passion for teaching and fell in love with teaching and started teaching as if that is their calling. They make it their calling. Why some of them they still believe it's just because I don't have any other alternative. They still teach because they just teach for the money. They're not really passionate about it. Now, all this together, we can separate them into two groups. There are teachers who are profitable, regardless of whether they are passionate or they are not passionate. And there are teachers who are not profitable. During my NCE days, I have an economics teacher, a lecturer. He's a lecturer in the Department of Economics, but he always takes us some general courses. And we're talking about, because it's actually entrepreneurship. And one of the things he mentioned that I don't always forget is when it comes to income generation and business generally, nobody cares where you get your money. Nobody cares where you get your money. If you rob to get the money, capital is capital. Whether you rob to get it, whether you do business to get it, whether you borrow it, whether you loan it, money is money. What I'm trying to pass across with that is that as a teacher, profit is profit, whether it comes from me being passionate or comes from me not being passionate. And I am the teacher that always like encourage people to be passionate about teaching. Yes, I'm going to tell you, I myself am very passionate about teaching, but I have to also tell you, passion is not enough. My brother and sister, my mommy and my daddy, passion is not enough. Yes, but if the only thing you do in life is what you are passionate about, you're setting up yourself for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. That's it. So we have to go beyond being passionate about it. Some of us, what, and that this is what we need to, this is what the webinar is about, to take us from that point where we are bondage by our passion. I am passionate about teaching. I'm passionate about teaching. So you are poor as a teacher. You are broke. You are collecting peanuts per month, but you are still there because you are passionate about it. I'm not asking you to leave your teaching career. No, I'm going to show you what you're going to do in this webinar. So it's not necessarily that you leave your teaching career. No, you don't have to leave your teaching career. But trust me, there are things you can do. There are things, a whole lot of things you can do to actually take charge of your teaching career and teach with freedom. Teaching with freedom means it's very powerful. It's the idea that I teach, not because not necessarily because I don't have other things to do, not because I don't have other places to go. I teach because I have the freedom, because I decide that this is what I want to do. I teach because I'm passionate about it. But as passionate as I am about it, I am profitable with it. So there are people who teach not because they are passionate about teaching. They teach because that is where they can get their money from. So even in that case, they are not teaching with freedom, because teaching with freedom means you are doing what you love. But as you're doing what you love is able to like keep you sane, is able to make you thrive, is able to balance your equation. That what you love that you're doing is able to sustain you. That's what we're talking about. It means the freedom that comes with I'm doing what I love, and what I love is paying me well. I'm doing what I love. That's a freedom on its own. Doing what you love is a freedom. Now, being able to get what you want is a freedom too. I hope you're getting it. Doing what you love, what you are passionate about, is a freedom on its own. Being able to do what you want to do. You want to buy a car, you buy it. You want to buy a phone, you buy it. You want to travel, you do it. You want to buy this, I'm not asking you to go and do past yourself. No. But we all know that at least based on the level we currently are, there are some things that we want to do in life, and you feel like, have you not been to places or to things, and they say you got there to go and price a particular thing, and you mention something like, I'm a teacher, and they feel like, are you sure you can afford this? Or someone tell you about something, you feel like, I'm a teacher, I cannot afford it. That's part of the things you are going to break today. So when we say teaching with freedom, it means we are combining two freedoms together most of the time. Freedom that we always do. Teachers always have one out of the two freedoms. One, the freedom to choose what you want to do, which is freedom to choose that you love to teach, and you do what you love. But the other freedom of being able to do what you want to do, being able to buy what you want to buy, is not there. There's a freedom of there are teachers who actually are able to do what they want to do. They make the money from teaching, but they don't necessarily have the passion for teaching. But this time around, what we want to do is we want to combine the two freedoms together into one. And that's what we call teaching with freedom. And that's why I say news for profitable and a path to teaching career. We are not just asking you to go and be profitable. We want it to be impactful. We're not asking you to just come and be impactful, passionate. We want it to be profitable. So my own is for me, in our society, one of the dangers that our society we need to be careful of in our society is that we encourage either you are rich or you are broke. Sorry, no, either you are rich or you are a teacher. Okay, either you are this or you are this. There are fine. There are some mutually exclusive events. That means events that cannot happen at the same time. It is day or night. It cannot be day and night. It is either you are rich or you are poor. You cannot be rich and poor. But there are some things that you can do together. We use and for them. It is, I am this and I am that. I am a teacher and I'm rich. I am passionate about teaching and I'm profitable as a teacher. That's it. So please, I want you to say that. I am passionate about teaching and I'm profitable as a teacher. Or you can say this, I am a passionate and profitable teacher. Yes, let's say that one. I'm a passionate and profitable teacher. I want to say it, please. Type it in the chat. I'm a passionate and profitable teacher. This is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, I am a passionate and profitable teacher. Are you a passionate and profitable teacher? Answer me in the chat. I'm not seeing any chat. Nobody is talking. Does that mean that we don't have those teachers here? Can everybody still hear me loud and clear? We have 22 people here. Good. This is amazing. So let me know. I can't see anybody. Okay,
we can hear you
now. Okay, good. Thank you. So I can see I'm a passionate and profitable teacher. Good. I'm a passionate Mr. Animashal, Mr. Mohammed, Mrs. Rahim, Mr. Abdulaziz. Thank you. Mrs. Bashira. Good. I love this. Yes, we are passionate and profitable teachers. Yes, Mr. Nulade, we are passionate and profitable teachers. That's who we are. And that's what we are. That's what we do. We are not passionate or profitable. We are both together, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, what are the things we're going to cover in today's webinar? If you know anybody that's supposed to be here and the person is not, don't do them bad. Send the link to them. Okay, send the link to them. So today we're going to be talking about the successful teacher, and I've basically just talked about it: passion and profit. But I'm going to bring in my word. You know what I do now? I'm literally the flipped classroom expert. So the flip, I'm going to share an acronym with you that stand for what flip stand for, and how we can use it to define a successful teacher. And then we're going to talk about the new rules of teaching. We're going to talk about mindset of a successful teacher. And we're going to talk about taking charge of your personal economy. And lastly, there's going to be a lunch. Okay, and let me talk about the lunch first before we even started. Okay, I know as a teacher, some of us we are there's this feeling that come with, oh, when you have a free training and someone tries to sell you something after, then you feel like no, you are doing this, you are fraud, you are that. Sometimes when we do this, it's more like a snippet of what we're going to be teaching you in whatever things we are doing. Or more likely, when we do something like this, is more of we trying to see is our teachers even interested in this at all. Okay, so there's going to be a launch after this webinar. I'm going to be launching one of the things I have spent months working on. Okay, is a toolkit actually. There's a recently, like maybe some weeks ago, I make a video asking we're going to be interested in the particular toolkit, and some teachers actually showed interest. We're going to talk about that. But the idea of that particular toolkit is just me thinking about, okay, if I am to start a teaching career today, what are the things what are the things I should have? What are the things I think that if I have all these things ready, if I have all this knowledge, all these ideas, all this information, I cannot be broke. I can't go astray. I can't be just any teacher. So that is exactly those things are things I put together in the toolkit, and we're going to be launching it after this webinar. So I strongly suggest that you actually wait to the end of the webinar. Thank you. I can see our comments. I am passionate and profitable teacher. So let's start with this. Who is a successful teacher? Before I even go there, let me know, what do you think? Who is a successful teacher? Yes. Who is a successful teacher? What does that mean to you? Who is a successful teacher? Yes, yes. Welcome everybody. Who is a successful teacher? To your own, in your words, in your opinion. Who do you think a successful teacher is? I would like to hear from you. And guess what? You can even unmute yourself. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Who do you think a successful teacher is? Let's just do that in 2 minutes.
All right.
Who is a successful teacher?
Good morning. All right, you've stated it. So a successful teacher to me is someone who is passionate about teaching and the passion is paying him or her. That is a successful teacher to me.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I can see the teacher who is teaching and the job is sustaining him. Amazing. Fantastic. Okay, so let's just move on because of our time. All right. So here is my own definition. I say it's a teacher who has a fulfilling, limitless, impactful, profitable teaching career. So you see the flip now. So when we call you a flip teacher, you should know what it means now. It's not just flip classroom anymore now. So it's not just flip classroom. So when we say flip teacher, it means you're having a fulfilling, limitless, impactful, profitable. So fulfilling, you know what fulfilling means. Fulfilling means you do what you enjoy. It's more of the passion. You do what you enjoy. You do something that gives you joy. You know, there's a joy that we experience as a teacher that money cannot buy. Joy that this person does not know this thing before, but I taught this person, and this person now know this thing, and you know with like 100% confidence that this person can never forget this thing just because of the way I taught this person. You know that joy that comes with this person, because they passed through my class. This person cannot do this thing. This person is going to be successful just because they passed through my class, just because of the things you have been able to inspire and equip them with. Okay, so that fulfilling, a teacher who is having a fulfilling teaching career, who does not go to school today, teach, and you get home and you get drained, who get their energy from their class, who, regardless of whatever is happening in your life, once you enter your classroom like this, they already know. A teacher, you know, there's this saying, I think I attended I moderated a session in 2021, and that was the first time I connected with, I listened to Coach Wale the first time. How many of us know Coach Wale here? Coach Wale Adedeji is one of my boss, like great man, He's doing an amazing job. Thank you. If you know him, please help me to thank him. Let me say, tell him Abdulatif Adedeji, no, say you should appreciate him. Okay. And he says something. He said there are sort of teachers. They are, oh God, teacher, and thank God, teacher. Oh God, teacher, and thank God, teacher. Oh God, teacher, teachers that you enter their class and the students feel like, oh God, teacher is here again. Teachers that they look at the time for you. Your time is up. We have another class. These are oh God teachers. We have people who are thank God teachers. These are teachers who are amazing. Who like thank God teachers who you enter your class and you are happy. This teacher is here. Tell me we be the one begging the teacher. Tell we be the one begging the next teacher. Ma, please give us 5 minutes. Okay, so you're having a career that you enjoy. Now, limitless. A teacher whose teaching career is not limited to the classroom. Your teaching career have no limits. I've seen teachers who travel to United States like as if they are going to Lagos to Ibadan, or going from Oshodi to which one is closer to each other? Oshodi to Ikeja, or Bega to Mowe. You know how close that is, or Mowe to Ibafo. For those of us that know it, that know what I'm talking about. Okay, so these teachers they have no limits. They have no limits. They don't have any barrier. They don't have any ceiling to what they can do. These are teachers who dream big, who believe that they can achieve anything, who don't just stay in one place. Okay, who don't just like limit themselves to the classroom alone. These are teachers who are doing amazing work. And these teachers, the most important thing about it is that because they are limitless, they don't limit their students. They can dream for their students. They can believe the dream of their students and even empower them to achieve their dreams. These are teachers who are eagles, who have wings, who can get to anywhere, who can imagine anything and create a world where there is no limit for their students. And then next one, in fact, these are teachers who are not just having a fulfilling teaching career. You know, the thing is that you can be having a fulfilling teaching career yourself. You can be having a limitless teaching career, but your teaching does not have any impact in the society, even in your classroom. Or your teaching might just be having impact only in your classroom, but nobody knows. There are teachers who are teachers. How many of us know Teacher Chike here? Do you know Teacher Chike? Teacher Chike is not just a classroom teacher. He's teaching in the classroom, but see what he's doing. See what he's doing. See what he's doing. Thank you, Mr. Abdulaziz. These are teachers we're talking about. Teachers who their teaching life itself is impactful. There are people who are going to teach Teacher and be like, I want to be a teacher because of this person. What about you? That's where I'm going to. I want to get to a place where I teach my students, and students will say, I want to become a teacher because of Mr. Abdulaziz Adedeji. Teachers that your teaching is not just impacting your students, it's impacting on the world. That's who are doing amazing. Whose value, whose knowledge, whose teaching are changing the world. I was on phone with Mrs. Adiola Akinsulu recently, the best teacher in Lagos. How many of us know Mrs. Adiola Akinsulu? The best teacher, best teacher in Lagos. And go and see what this person is doing. These are teachers who plant trees, who contribute to climate change. So what we're talking about is that your teaching is not just limited to you teach mathematics and you stop there. Teachers who are impactful, who have impact on the classroom, on their environment, on the nation, on their country. Okay, and lastly, very, very equally important, teachers who are profitable. Teachers who are profitable. I don't think thank God we have all affirmed. If you're just joining us, put it, say it, claim it for yourself too. I'm a passionate and profitable teacher. So you know what it means to be a flip teacher now. FLIP, a fulfilling. So everybody, I want you to type it out. Fulfilling, limitless, impactful, profitable teacher. Say it. I'm a flip teacher. Yes, I am a flip teacher. Thank God you know I'm a flipped classroom expert. So I'm now also a flip teacher. I have a fulfilling, limitless, impactful, and profitable teaching career. For me, Abdulatif Adedeji, that is who a successful teacher is. So I want to ask, do you agree with me? Yes, do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? I'm glad, thank you. You're fulfilling a profitable teaching career. Yes, this is Bashura Yeni. Good. Do you agree with me? Say it yourself. I'm a flip teacher. Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Kasali. All right. So what we have done, so the next we're going to move to now is new rules of teaching. New rules of teaching. I think I have a session on this the first time in 2021. I think Mr. Blasis, do you remember? I think we have it. It was the first edition of the Learning O'Clock webinar. Mr. Adedeji. Learning O'Clock webinar. And one of the things I share, which I'm also going to share here, is that see my teachers, the games of teaching the same. The games of teaching remain the same. Someone is speaking in the background. Can you please unmute yourself? The game of teaching remain the same, but the rules has changed. The rules has changed. So let me quickly tell you this before I even tell you why is it important that you understand the new rules of teaching? Is that see in this life there are people who don't know the rule, who don't know the rules. There are people who follow the rules, and there are people who break the rules. Hey, three people. There are people who don't know the rules. There are people who know the rules and follow the rules. There are people, no, there are four actually. Four, please. Four. There are people who don't know the rules. So for these people that don't know the rules, they are always what always happens to people who don't know rules. They break rules unintentionally, but ignorance is not an excuse. So they get what's it called? They see the bad side of the law. Okay. The second people are people who know the rules and they follow the rules. A to Z. There are people who know the rules, but they break it. They don't follow the rules. They don't actually break it, but they don't follow it actually. And lastly, there are people who create the rules. The highest level where anybody can be is creating of rules. That's the level I want to be, creating of rules. But before you can even create rules, you must know the rules. The people who go on to create rules are people who know the rules but decide not to follow it because they see that something better can happen. And that's why even in constitution there is amendment of constitution. Yes, because the rules that work for today may not work for tomorrow. And that is it, my dear teacher. So what we are currently doing today in the teaching profession might not necessarily work tomorrow. And it is some people that are going to sit down tomorrow and design that particular thing, design a new thing, and everybody must follow. If you don't follow it, you are gone. That's the saying that always there's this saying that if you are not updated, you'll be outdated. So you need to understand the rules of teaching. So there have been a rules of teaching. And let me start by this. There's the identity of a teacher. I was at a workshop on Thursday, on Saturday, and I was talking during the networking session. I was talking with someone, and I asked if he's a teacher or what subject he teach, and it was like, no, he's not a teacher. That things like that, but that you only tutor online. I was like, is that not teaching? And I actually tell him that one of the problem of us as teachers is that we limit who a teacher is. So I want to ask you a question: what I'm doing here, am I teaching or not? What I'm currently doing right now, is it teaching or not? Is Mrs. Akinka here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Please kindly let me check the WhatsApp group to see if there's anybody that just requests for approval. Okay, so I want to ask, what I'm currently doing right now, is it teaching? Am I teaching at all? Will you categorize it as teaching? For me, okay, let me hear your feedback first. So is it teaching? Yes, I'm teaching. But for most of us, we limit teaching to what you do inside the classroom. So for me, actually, since the beginning of this year, the last time I've only taught for 3 months since the beginning of this year, and that was when I had my first teaching, my second teaching, my teaching practice. That's when I taught in the classroom. The last time I taught in the classroom. Okay. Does that make me less of a teacher? No. I'm a teacher. What I'm doing today is teaching, but the identity. So one thing I always want to say, I'm going to say that I always like to inform teachers about, and I want you all to take note of. It's going to go against everything you know, but here is it. To become a successful teacher, you have to stop being a teacher. You have to stop being a teacher. What does that mean? It means there's a definition that we have given to teaching. Normally, teaching means someone that is teaching. A teacher is someone who is teaching. Nobody say someone who is teaching in the classroom. or someone who is teaching primary 1, teaching primary 2. But most of the time, in your head, when you hear someone who is teaching, when you hear someone who is a teacher, the next thing that comes to your mind is someone who is teaching in the classroom. That's what comes to your mind. But I want you to think beyond that. Because as a teacher, so what I mean when I say you have to stop being a teacher is that you have to go past that definition. That teaching means more than just teaching in the classroom. You can teach beyond the classroom. And that's the first rule. So before, many years ago, when anybody say I'm a teacher, the only thing we think about is someone who is teaching in the classroom. But right now, there are different tools. There are people that the only thing they do with this life as a teacher is online teaching. Yes, they are not less a teacher. And see what? Guess what? They are making more money than you that you are teaching in the classroom. So in fact, they are more profitable than you. And they don't have to move. They don't have to wake up 7 o'clock a.m. Nothing is bad in that actually. But the idea is that the fact that you're teaching in the classroom doesn't make you more a teacher than someone who's teaching online. Everybody's a teacher. So, but the idea, what I'm trying to say here is that remember that part of the definition of flip for successful teacher is not limitless. Don't limit yourself to the classroom. So I want you to put it in the chat. I'm not limited to the classroom. I am not limited to the classroom. I am the Adedeji. I'm not limited to the classroom. So you can teach beyond the classroom. So as a teacher, part of the rules that you need to understand now, that if you don't play with, you still, if you're playing by the old rules, you will not get what you want to get. Because the rules have changed. The game remains the same. Teaching is teaching. 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Teaching is passing of knowledge. But the way you pass knowledge is different. The people you pass knowledge to is different now. Yes, there was a particular time when the only people teacher can teach is their students. Right now, teachers now teach other teachers, which is what I'm doing right now. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So teachers now teach other teachers. Isn't it? Yes, teachers teach other teachers. Teachers teach students. Before, the place of teaching is only in the classroom. Now, teachers now teach in the classroom. Teachers now teach outside the classroom. Before, you can only teach students when you are in the same environment. Now, teachers can now teach. I'm here in Djibouti, Ogun State. We have to, I'm supposed to do that. Please drop your location. Yeah, where are you joining me from? Where are you joining me from? Lagos, Kano, Niger State, Kaduna. Where are you joining me from? Okay, good. Mino, Lagos, Shagam. Yes, and we are connected together with Zoom. Lagos, amazing. We are connected together with Zoom. That is it. That's exactly what we're talking about here. So before Ibadan, thank you. Before, when you are a teacher, the only thing you do is you have to teach the person you are teaching in a particular place that both of you are. Now, Kwara, amazing. Now you can teach someone who is very far from where you are. You can teach someone, amazing. Cairo, Egypt, you see that? Lagos, you see that? I've not been to Egypt before. I'm teaching people, and someone in Egypt is part of my session. That's it. You can teach students in a place where you have never been, where you have not been. Abeokuta, Ibadan. Great. So so when I say the news of teaching is that part of it is that the limit, there's no limit again. You can teach wherever you are. Abuja, great. Another thing that you need to do as a teacher, the only thing before, yes, I'm using the before. Okay, before. The only thing, teachers, everything you do, start and end in the classroom. Nobody cares. Everything you do, start and end in the classroom. No matter how fantastic a teacher you are, the only people that know how fantastic you are the students in your classroom and the teachers in your school. That's the only people that know. But my brother, my sister, my daddy, my mom, things have gone beyond that. My people, my teachers, things have gone beyond that. Now there are teachers who use social media. Okay, let me ask you, how do you get to know about Adedeji? This small boy. Yes, this small boy. How do you get to know about this guy? It is social media. There are people here who have not met at all. Early this month, I was in Kano. I was invited to come and join a school in Kano. It's a continental school. That was the first time I'm meeting with the director, Ajia. That was the first time I'm meeting with her. She has never met me before. And how she met me? Social media. There are teachers I mentioned Chachike the other time. Have you met Chachike before? No, I've not met him before. But how did I get to know him? Social media, you see him, he will record in his class, record himself talking to his students, record himself motivating, encouraging, inspiring the students. There are teachers who the only thing they do on their social media is they create content. They teach in a particular way, in a very entertaining manner. They record their teaching experience with the students. They record, they put on Facebook. Then people see them. And before you know it, you start complaining that it's only one person that's getting an award every day. Go and check. The person I mentioned the other time, Ms. Adiola, yesterday, she was awarded again in District 6 in Lagos. That's it. It's the people that show up that will get the reward. Before, you can do anything. You can stay in your corner of your house and be a teacher who does not, nobody knows. Yes, you will get the reward too. You will get paid your monthly salary, and that's all. But if you want to get the reward, the full reward that comes with being a teacher in this century, in this world, you got to be visible. Level social media platform, Facebook is there, LinkedIn is there. Even if you cannot do all those ones, what about your WhatsApp? Do it on your WhatsApp. Do it. Don't be the world best kept secret. Don't be the world best kept secret. No, do it. We have gone past the age of just stay in one corner and do what you think. You'll be doing amazing things and they will be giving you become a local champion. No, go out there. Let people know what you're doing. Opportunity is looking for you. But it will not come to knock on your door to come and show you. It is what you know. It is what people have seen you do that will determine whether they are going to give you the opportunity or not. We are talking about, we mentioned the other time that you can teach online. How will someone know that you are a teacher? Someone that is in UK, how will they know that you are a teacher? If you are not putting yourself out there, if you don't tell them you are a teacher, if you don't come out and say, show your work as a teacher. Again, another rule, before, there is no technology. Before, they always say, I'm not a techie person, I'm not a techie person, I'm not a techie person. There's nothing like that again. New rules of teaching, you have to be able to teach with technology. Before COVID-19, God forbid bad thing, nobody expects COVID-19 to happen, but it happens anyway. You don't know what's going to happen next year. You don't know what's going to happen for the end of this year. Anything can happen. There are places where natural disaster occur, and students cannot be able to go to school. Does that mean the end of the teaching career? Does that mean that's the end of your teaching career? Huh? Is that the end of your teaching career? Because, God forbid, anything can happen, and we will not be able to leave house again. We can stay indoor for 1 year. That's the end of teaching. Your school owner that is managing you before, we intentionally go and look for someone that can teach you technology so that his school can continue going. During COVID-19, my own school, I was teaching in Port Harcourt then. There are schools who collect their complete fee payment, even more. They complete more than what they always charge because everything is online. And this is 4 years after. Some of us, we are still, I'm not a techie person. I'm not a techie person. Continue. Stay there. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. So you have to be able to teach with technology. That's news. Those are the news that is being said as a teacher. You have, and if you are not going to abide by these new rules, unless you're going to create your own rules. But before you can even create a particular rule, number one, you must know the rules. Number two, you must have abide by the rules. You must have, yes, abide by the rules. Then maybe you don't get a point where you realize that, come on, this rules is not applying to me anymore. We need a higher rule. Then you now create that, or you got to look for a higher rule. That's it. It is someone that is some people that started the fact that whatever I do in my classroom, I put it on my social media. Now it has become a rule. That's why I put it here for you. That do it too. It's not compulsory. Yes, just that you don't get the reward. If you don't do the work, don't expect the reward. That's it. Lastly, think like a businessman. Before, and even now for some people, as a teacher, you think like only employee. You think like only an employee. Yes, you're getting your salary and you're comfortable, you're there. You get paid 30K per month, 50K, 100K, and that's all. Month end, you collect your salary, that's all. You don't care about anything. No, you have gone past that age. Teacher, you're a business. I'm still going to talk about, no, I'm not going to talk about that here. But there's something we call business of teaching. Yes, business of teaching. Unfortunately, most of us, what we know is skill of teaching. We have the skills of teaching, but we don't know the business part of teaching. Don't worry, my two kids, is waiting for you there. Business of teaching. a section there, a complete video on business of teaching alone. So you have to think like a businessman. You have to think profits. You have to think who is a businessman or who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who solves problem for profit, solve problem for money. So you have to solve problem. You have to know your teaching, your knowledge, like you are using a class is solving a particular problem. But remember, you are limitless. So you cannot just limit that problem to what you are doing in your classroom alone, your locality alone. You have to take it out there. You have to think like a businessman. Very, very important. I hope you are getting that. Are you getting value so far? Is this making sense at all? Yeah, let me know. Is this making sense? Just give me a sec.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. I'm glad it's making sense. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So think like a businessman. Then the next one, mindset of a successful teacher. See here, this one, I'm supposed to put it first, but I intentionally put mind or news of teacher first. See here, this is one of our greatest problem as teachers. Mindset is that see, let me say this one with software because it's paid me a lot. This one of the things I have to intentionally overcome myself, and every teacher must overcome it. Okay, every teacher must overcome it, and that's the problem. The problem was that is that growing up, most of us, including myself, we don't want to become a teacher. Yes, we don't want to become a teacher. Most of us, please just confirm that. I mean, everyone want to become a teacher. If you want to become a teacher in your at your young age, just comment yes. If you don't want to become a teacher, but you find yourself as a teacher, put no there. So growing up, most of us don't want to become a teacher because we don't hear good things about teachers. Most of us see teachers when we are growing up as a poor people. We see them as people who don't have money. Most of the teachers we have seen in our life that have taught us ourselves, they are people who will come to class and give you a way do, especially those of you that go to public school. Those of us that go to government school, they give you a way do to, they'll give you, they'll buy vegetable, give you. They'll ask you to help you to, like even melon. Ah, come on, teachers. No, these are teachers who teaches, yes, they know it. We love them, but we don't want to be like them because they don't inspire us. So there are a lot of things that have been crammed into our head as a teacher, growing up as a teacher. But fortunately, we become a teacher probably by condition, by not having anywhere else to go, and then later on we fall in love. But trust me, all those stories that you have been given, all the stories that you have created in your head, all those stories that you have been told about what it means to be a teacher is still in your head. And those things are the ones shaping your life. They are the ones that determine what you do. Because and that's these are the things that define a teacher for you. You know what a teacher is. That's that you have a secondary school. I mean the best of them, who does not have a car, you know, who is not so poor, who is rich, at least average, averagely rich, and who is doing well, who can afford to eat, things like that. But unfortunately, that is the person, that's your highest inspiration. That's the best exposure you have about who a teacher is. And that's what you are limited to. Okay. So this is why it's important that you actually revisit those experiences and change it yourself. You have to change it yourself, okay? Because if you don't change this mindset, it's going to affect a whole lot of things for you. Uh to just give a brief introduction, what is mindset? Mindset is like the way you think about yourself, the way you think about the world, the way you think about a particular thing, what you believe about a thing. Excuse me. So we're talking about being a teacher now. I mean, what do you think? We have talked about mindset of a successful teacher. We're talking about who a successful teacher is. So mindset of a successful teacher, we're talking about uh, what do you believe about yourself as a person? What do you believe about yourself as a teacher? And what do you believe about the teaching profession? Some of us, the day we sign up for a teacher, that's the day we already know, relegate ourselves that I can never be rich again. And I'm fine with it because I'm passionate. God forbid bad thing. Cannot be fine with poverty. God forbid it. Some of us, that the day we sign it automatically, because I'm passionate about teaching and I'm decided to become a teacher, I cannot be rich again. I accept. No. And you know what? Your mindset determines your life set. Your mindset, and this is how. Your mindset, what you have in your head, what you think about, what you believe. Your mindset is actually a set of beliefs, not just one. It's not one belief. It is a combination of many things. It's a toolkit. It's a two set. It's a set of tools, a set of beliefs that come together. Okay. So this mindset, it's what determines your mindset about a particular thing is what determines what you do about that particular thing. So if you are the teacher that believe that you can be rich as a teacher, you know what to do. You're going to be looking consistently, deliberately, intentionally, looking for opportunities to become worthy. Excuse me. This is what happens to some of people like us. Most of the things I do, many teachers don't do it. I'm going to check most of the teachers you see out there that are doing amazingly well. They break the rules. They don't do what is common. They don't do what every teacher do. They do things differently because they know that they want to be successful and they are doing things that will align with that success, that will give them that success. But some of us who already believe that we are average. Once I have enough money, I'm okay. Fine. You only do things like that too. These are people that feel, I cannot come and keep myself. How do you always do it? Yes. These are the teachers that we see someone who is doing good things, who is hustling, not hustling right now, who is working hard, who is here and there, who is doing this business, trying this out, going on this, going for this training, buying this course, paying for this, and I feel like you are doing too much. Are you the only one? Now only you are come. These are the teachers. Okay, so your mindset determines your action, and consequently, your action determines your results. It's just the normal way of things. That's just the way things work in life. So your mindset determines your life set, your results. Your life set is an accumulation of all your results. Okay, it's like a student that scored 30% overall in his school. Sorry, in his report card. That 30% does not come from one subject. It comes from all the subjects. Is a cumulative average point. Sorry, cumulative grade point. Yes, cumulative grade average. Yes, yes, CGPA, cumulative grade point average. Yes, that's it. So it's not just something that happened once. It's an accumulation of everything that happened. That's what determines your life set. And all these things, the root of it begins in your mindset. And if you want to change your life, you have to start by changing your mind. Yes, you have to change your mind. Change your mind, your life will change. If you want your life to change, you have to be willing to change your mind. Yes, you have to change your mind. So very quickly, some of the mindset that you need to know, that you need to note, and that you need to look out for in your life. Number one, fixed mindset. Fixed mindset is the belief that the only thing you can do is what you can do. Does that make sense at all? The only things you can do is what you can currently do. Fixed mindset is the idea that this thing is fixed. This is this pen. Can you see my pen? Yes, you should see it. Okay, this pen is a pen. This pen is fixed. The way this pen is like this, it cannot become a pencil. It's not possible. Is it? Can I get some response? I want to know if you are sit together. Are we together, please? Hello?
Yes, we are together. We are together, sir.
Oh, okay, thank you. Someone is saying no.
We're still together, though it breaks and comes back.
Okay, it breaks and comes back. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, you see this pen right now? It's a pen. You cannot see my video. What?
We can see your video.
Okay, good.
Yes,
So this pen right now is a pen. It cannot become a pencil. So this is fixed. But as a human being, you are not like that. You can change. You can grow. You're like a plant. You can grow. You can become something better. You can become something more. You can be able to do what you have not been. See, there's a point in my life that I cannot do this. Yes, I can't talk like this. I can't create a slide like this. I can't do things like this. Yes, there is a point. There's a point in your life too. There's a point in our life generally when we can't walk, can only crawl.
Excuse me,
okay, let me just stop the video. Let me just stop the video and focus on the distance. So there's a point in our life when we can't walk, we can only crawl. There's a point in our life when we cannot crawl, we can only sit. There's a point in our life when we cannot run, we can only walk. There's a point in yes, that's it. So we are changing. We're getting better and better. So you are not fixed. But there are some teachers who fix themselves and some scenarios. So because you have never speak in the public before, so you already tell yourself, me, I'm not a public speaker, I can't speak in the public. Or most common. And if you are on this table, signify. I'm not good in maths. I'm not good in maths. I'm not a math person. I'm not a math person. The idea is that this thing happens in two ways. Okay, I'm going to, yes, just give me some minutes, please. Let me finish this first. So, when it comes to, so we're talking about fixed mindset, it happens in two ways. Number one is, when you fix yourself, it affects your other aspects of your life. So you start thinking, I don't know how to teach online, so I can never be able to teach online. And guess what? The second area is that because you have a fixed mindset, it affects your students too. So your student come to me and say, man, I don't know the topic, or I can never get this topic. Or you see a student who is not good in maths yet. I say, this one, it can never be good in maths. Even me, I'm not good in maths. You see how it works. All these things, even though they are subtle, they are small, they don't seem to have much importance, but they come together to create something, a teaching career you don't want, you don't like. A teaching career that is not profitable, that is not fulfilling, that is not impactful, that is not limitless. Yes. Okay, yeah, Mrs. Rama, please go ahead. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir. What I was saying about the video is that I'm seeing just a picture here that shows mindset of a successful teacher. We don't know if you are referring to another video, but this is just what's appearing here.
Oh, okay, thank you. So actually, before I was sharing my video, what I mean is that
I didn't actually see
what I mean. Okay, can you? So what I mean before is that apart from this slide, you should also see my face. Though I have stopped the video, so you can't see my face anymore. You can probably just see my picture.
Yes.
Okay. That so before you should be able to see my face before and see how dramatic I am, how I'm gesticulating and all those things. But I've stopped it now because I think it was breaking. So that's just so that's what happened, ma. Okay. So the second thing now is victim mentality. And what this means is that you think you are a victim. So what is a victim? A victim is someone something happens to. You have an accident. It happens to you. Something bad happens to you. You are the only one something bad always happens to. And what it means is that anything that happens to you, it is caused by some other things. And this is actually true. There are a lot of things that happen to us that we don't have control over. That we are not the one that make it happen. Like it's rain. You're not the one that make it rain. But you're the one that not go out with umbrella. Yes. So victim mentality is that I'm only collecting 30K. My school owner does not like me. My school owner hates me. My this thing, do this. You are the one bad things only happen to. And when bad things happen to you, it's always caused by other people. It's not caused by you. That is victim mentality. You have that type of mentality, you cannot grow. You cannot get beyond where you are because things will always happen to you. And you have to wait for those things that make it happen to you to change it. And if those people decided that they are not going to change it for you, you will be there forever. That is victim. This partner of victim mentality is entitlement mentality. Excuse me. Victim mentality means any bad thing that happens to me, it's caused by some other people. Entitlement mentality is that any good thing that will happen to me, someone must do it for me. Entitlement mentality is you expecting things from other people. I'm not saying you should not expect things from people, but it means that you feel entitled to other people's things. You feel like, I'm not successful because my brother did not give me the money I asked of him. I'm not successful because my brother did not send me to school. If you are following me on Facebook, I shared a video recently. The video is a bit long, like less than 9 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, so while I was in Kano, I met one of the security guard in the hotel where I was lodged, and we get talking, and he mentioned that he's a security guard, security officer, but guess what? He's currently a final year student in Bayo University in Kano, studying public administration. And I was so inspired, fascinated. And he shared his story that as at the age of 10, he has to leave his house because his father doesn't want to send him to school. Doesn't want him to have, so he has to leave the house, go and stay with his grandmother, sell pure water so that he can get into school. Right now, he has an ND in mass communication, and he went back to go and study public administration full time. He will go to school in the morning, spend up to like 2,000 naira to go to school every day, and then come back in the night, stay up all the night because it's the permanent night shifts at the hotel. So this is someone who does not have anybody, and guess what? Aside all this, he's the one taking care of his family. He's the one sending money home for his mommy and his other siblings. Even the father now is no longer is no more. But the most important thing is that he's not sit there and say, because someone did not do this for me, I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to go and get what I need to get. So as teachers, some of us, we are too entitled. And my school did not pay me more than that. This happens like that. Entitlement mentality is like, and those of us too, it is government. Everything you blame, everything that happens to you in your life, it is Tinubu, it is Buhari, it is the government. I'm not saying they don't have their fault, but what we're still going to get to that. What I'm saying is that you can make things happen for yourself. Nobody owes you anything. You owe yourself everything. If you're going to make anything happen for your life, it's up to you. If it's to be, it's up to you. Then the last one, middle class mentality. This one is very, 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 very dangerous because it's not really that bad, but it's very bad. Because even if you have this, you're still going to be successful. But you already put a cap to your limit. What does middle class mentality mean? Is average mentality. It is the mindset of having enough, having just enough. That's another name for it. Just enough mentality. It does not help anybody. What does it mean? That you have just enough to survive. You are making just enough to do things for yourself, to survive, to sustain yourself. What happens is that if anything were to just disrupt the flow of things, or to just affect things in any way, guess what will happen? It means your just enough will no longer be enough. Do you get it? Your just enough will no longer be enough. That's the idea. Your just enough that was enough before will no longer be enough. That is one disadvantage. The second disadvantage is that you cannot give what you don't have. Yes, you can't give what you don't have. That's what we are used to. But you cannot give what you have too if you need it. So if the only thing you have is just enough, then you can't give it out because that is just what you need. And that's what you have. So you cannot give it out. So I had this from John Obidi. You always say something. You say you can only truly give out of your overflow. You can only truly give out of your overflow. That means what you have in abundance. That is only what you can give people. So if you want to help people, Bill Gates is helping a lot of people, investing in malaria, in tackling malaria, investing in a lot of things. That is because he has more than enough. But some of us, as teachers, we are only just want just enough. Just once you have just enough, you are okay. No. You need to have an abundance mentality. The opposite of fixed mindset is growth mindset. The opposite of victim and entitlement mentality is responsibility mentality. Opposite of middle class mentality is abundance mentality. So let's move on to the next thing. Take charge of your personal economy. And this is very, very important. I really want you to pay attention here. Okay. Personal economy, your economy is simply the management of your resources, management of the resources you have, the amount of resources you have. That's what determines your economy in life. Now, there are three types of economy. We have the personal economy, we have national economy, and we have the global economy. Personal economy is personal economy is your own economy, is the accumulation or your management of your own resources, just your own. That's the personal. National economy, or we can say personal economy, is the economic situation of your own personal life. National economy is the economic situation of your country, of your nation, Nigeria. Global economy is the economic situation of the global world. That's why we have say something, we have global recession. Okay, global depression. That is so. Global economy is things that is happening all over the world. The economic challenges, the economic situation of the world generally. So is the world is there inflation across the world? Is there recession across the world? Is there abundance across the world? National is a particular country. For example, now Nigeria. Is Nigeria in recession? Is Nigeria in depression? Is Nigeria, can Nigeria sustain itself? Is Nigeria a wealthy country? Is Nigeria a rich country? That is national. In all, so this is what I want you to know. In all economy, there's always people who are rich and people who are poor. The United States, as wealthy as the United States is, there are poor people, very, very poor people in the United States. Do you agree? Yes, because your national economy does not determine your personal economy. No, your national economy affects your personal economy. Yes, it has influence on it. Okay, but it does not determine it completely. So that's why you can be in a very rich country and be very poor. And that's why you can be in a very poor country and be very rich. Nigeria is a very poor country. Dangote is a very rich person. Isn't it? Dangote, a very rich person, is living or is from a very poor country compared to other strong nations. Are you getting what I'm trying to explain? Is this making sense at all? So what it means is that as a teacher, you have a personal economy, Nigeria has a national economy, the world has a global economy. You cannot, so when we say take charge of the personal economy, is to get to the point where the national or global economy does not, it affects, there's no how, but does not completely determine your personal economy. It means that your nation can be poor, but you can be rich in that nation. Your nation can be poor and you can be rich in that nation. So what does it mean is that for this to happen, you have to take responsibility for your own personal economy. For some of us, we are only rich when our nation is rich, when everything is good. And that's why we always blame Tinubu, we blame Buhari. I'm not a supporter of any of them. I'm not a supporter of any of them. I'm not a supporter of Peter Obi, Atiku, Tinubu. I'm not. But this is the reality. Okay? If you keep blaming them, if Tinubu is your problem, listen to this and hear this very well. If Tinubu is your problem, this is what will happen. It means that you have to wait till the next 4 years or next 3 years when they're going to have an election before your problem can be solved. And if, unfortunately for you, Tinubu emerged again as the next president in the next for his second term, that means your problem has been extended for another 4 years. What it means is that if you put your problem to the government hand, that is where you're going to have it. That's where your solution is going to come from. So taking responsibility for your economy means that you get to the point where you decide that I'm the one in charge. Nigeria can be poor, but I can be rich in Nigeria. That's it. And we have very rich people in Nigeria. Not only that, go and search it. So it's that you be in charge. See, in this economy, you shout, there's no money, there's no money. People that have money have money. How many of you are from Ijebu here? Or no Ojudi Oba? Do you know Ojudi Oba here? How many people know Ojudi Oba here? Do you know Ojudi Oba? That always happens 2 days after Ilea in Ijebu. Anybody? Anybody? Or even attended the last Ojudi Oba? Go and check. You will see the video online. You will see the way these people have like the same clothes. These are not small clothes. Though. You will see flying. You will see colors, colorful. When you hear something like colorful colors, like very attractive. Actually, okay, thank you. You will see it. When I see that experience change everything for me. I did not go. I only saw the video, and when I saw it, I feel like, man, in this country where everybody is shouting, there's no money. And I used to shout, there's no money. There is money where money is. You are the one that does not have it. This is, see, my sister, this is not about money is lavish. Throw it away. Money can be lavish. It is money that you have that is lavish. If you have the money, you will do it. It is the idea is that you at least you must have the money first. It's the money that you have that you can lavish. I'm not supporting what they do. I'm actually from Ijebu. I did not attend Ojidi Oba. I don't know, maybe in the nearest future I can attend. I can also do also okay. I'm going to revive our own family name too and say, okay, we are also a big family in Ijebu. Yes, we are also, but you know, those times. But the idea is that there is money And that's what I want you. I want you to wake up every day and think to yourself, there is money. You are the one that did not have it. And you have to start thinking of, how do I get it? How do I have it? And that's why you have to think like a businessman. Businessman wake up every day and feel like, how do I survive in my business? How do I make money in my business? That's the way you have to start thinking too. So take responsibility for your personal economy. You are the one in charge. You have what it takes. You have the knowledge. And that's why you have to think beyond your classroom. You have to take the responsibility. You have to do away with middle class mentality. Just having enough. If anything was to happen, is your enough the enough? Embrace abundant mentality. I've explained that. There's no scarcity. There's enough. There's money. There's enough money out there. See, this is something you have to keep telling yourself every day. That so that when you wake up, your head, your body, your mind, your soul, everything is attracted. You will see when you start having this mindset, you start seeing opportunities that are in front of you like this for many years that you not see. You start seeing them. Everything become money for you. Everything become something that can generate money for you. Yes, everything. That is where you have to get your mind to. That's why no matter what, anything that I'm going to do today is money. It's money. So you get what I'm saying? Embrace what I'm going to mentality. And lastly, which is what everything boils down to, create extra stream of income. Think about it. How do I create extra stream of income? How? What can I sell? You are teaching in classroom before. Can I start teaching online? Can I start doing private lesson? You're doing private lesson before. You are very good at it. Can I start doing it online? I know how to do this. Can I start training teachers how to do it? I know how to parent. Do you know there are people there are people who do parenting, who teaches parents how to parent? Yes, there are. There are people who teach people how to write book. There are people who teach people how to do what I'm doing right now. Even I myself, I train teachers how to create videos, how to teach with technology. Yes, that's why I do it. Can we start my training? The next session is October 21st, 10,000 naira per teacher. It's only available for 10 teachers. That's it. Registration starts October 7th. I just sell to you now. If you are interested, send me a message. You get inside. That's it. But the idea is create what extra stream of income for yourself. Learn how to create the idea is that you don't actually have to know all these things. If you don't know it, go and learn. If you don't know it, go for trainings and learn. I myself, we are still going for trainings. There are people who go for training. Like I was in this thing. Let me share my video. Okay, I was at this conference on August 24. And one of the speakers at this conference was Tadekash. And he was mentioning that he has a training where he charged people 5 million naira. 5 million naira per person. 5 million naira per person. So, you know, what does it mean to you? You know, someone that can afford to pay 5 million naira for a training is not a poor person. So why is the person going to pay someone 5 million naira? It's because the person wants to make more money. And so if someone asks you that, come and pay me 5 million, I'm going to teach you how to make 100 million naira. We not pay. That's 5%. Pay 5%, I will give you. Pay 5% of 100 million naira, and I will teach you how to make 100 million naira. Will you not take it? If someone asking you, give me 15 naira, I will teach you how to make 1,000 naira. Or give me 15 naira, I will give you 1K, 1,000. Will you think twice? Especially if someone that you trust, someone that you know they can do it. That's it. So it's not necessarily compulsory that you know all this. If you don't know it, go get it. If you don't know it, go and learn it. You don't know it, you see people who knows how to do it. Go and do it. Reach out to them. How are you doing this? I don't mind. Though I also need to mention everything is not going to come. It's an entitlement mentality. Yes, it's an entitlement mentality. This mentality here. To want to get everything for free. These people to get it somewhere. You don't get it. These people, they also have to learn a lot. They also have to pay. They also have to make an investment. They have to, like, what's it called? Sleepless nights. Many years of trial and error before they know what they know. And you want them to just come and give everything for you for free. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So you have to be willing to make investment too. So you have to be willing, you have to be ready to pay. Yes, it's very, very important. All right. So this is where our webinar ends. So I hope with this, and I remember I share with you that teaching with freedom means someone who is teaching because they are passionate about it. The freedom contains two things: the freedom to teach because you are passionate about it, and the freedom that comes with being able to, that your teaching is empowering another form of freedom for you. Okay, that's what it means. And now the next thing we're going to do now is, let's check, let me remind you, I mentioned it earlier, is the lunch. Okay, we have 28 people here. Glad, thank you so much for staying with me, and I really want to implore you that you actually stay to the end so you can get an opportunity I have for you. So here is the gift. It's a gift also. It's called the Progressive Educators Success Toolkit. Progressive Educators Success Toolkit. And what is this about? Okay, so I explained earlier that when I was planning this, what comes to my mind is that what is that thing? What is those knowledge? What is those things that if I'm to start my teaching career again now, from the beginning, from someone that is starting again? What are those things what are the knowledge that I think I need to have? That if I have this knowledge, I don't have to worry about teaching again. I will teach with freedom. I will have the freedom to do whatever I want to do, to have the money I need to have, and to also do what I love. And that's everything I put together into the Progressive Educator Success Toolkit. Okay, so what is it all about? Let's see. So the Progressive Educator Success Toolkit is a comprehensive video course. Okay, so let me know, even before we go on, how is this training for you? Let me know. This is an extra. You don't have to be part of this. This is not for everybody. This particular one is for everybody. Let me even stop the recording. No, I didn't stop the recording yet. So this is for everybody. Okay, it's free. That's for everybody. But this one is actually paid. I'm not giving it for free, even though there's a discount that I'm going to give everybody that is here this morning. Okay. Yes, that's it. So if you want to, if you are not interested in this, you can actually leave now. It's fine. It's okay. But this one is not for everybody. Okay. So so I would like to know how is the session been for you while I continue with this. So the Progressive Educator Success Toolkit is a comprehensive video course that is designed to empower teachers to achieve financial freedom, professional growth, and impactful teaching career. It is not more than that. Achieve financial freedom, professional growth, and impactful teaching career. And we're going to be focusing on just 3 areas. Okay. 1, personal growth. This is about you as a teacher, about you as a person. Okay, about you as a person. In this personal growth, you're going to learn how to set goals and how to set a vision for yourself. The mindset of a teacher that I just teach you now, that's like something I can teach for an hour. Okay, you're going to have a comprehensive video on that. You're going to learn about the currencies of life. Okay, and some laws of success that you cannot afford to not know and not abide by, and a whole lot of other things in that. So it's going to be 3 modules. Number 1 module is personal growth. 2 module is teaching practice. And what I mean by teaching practice is the way you teach in your class, what you do as a teacher, the way you teach in your class. That's what teaching practice means. So you're going to get introduced to what means to be a progressive educator. Okay, you're going to learn how to use tech to enhance learning. It's not a practical destiny. We're just going to tell you. If you already know how to use the tech, it's fine. Just tell you the different ways you can use tech to teach, to enhance teaching and learning. Also, the news of teaching that I talked about earlier, is not just limited to that. This is a whole lot of master class on its own. You're going to get access to it when you get access to the video course. Okay, classroom management techniques, assessment strategies. Then lastly, this is the profit part. Okay, business of teaching. Business of teaching. I'm going to give you a more robust video on taking charge of your personal economy. All these are just introduction. And I said earlier, you're going to get access to a video that will break down what it means to be in the business of teaching, what business of teaching actually means. You're going to get a video on that. So all in all, this toolkit is going to contain 15 videos. 15 videos, 15 valuable, insightful, power-packed, detailed video that is going to empower you to achieve financial freedom, professional growth, and practicing career. So regardless of what you do as a teacher or what you intend to do, all these are going to set a very strong foundation. Once you have all this knowledge in this video course, you can build anything on it and it will stand. Okay? So how many of us are interested in this? Do you like to get this? Does this even make any sense at all to you? Is this something you like to get access to? Do I even show you how to get access? Is this something you like to get access to? Okay, you can just put in the comments in the chat. Is this something you like to get access to? Just say yes. If it's something you like to get access to, does it make sense? Doesn't make sense at all. Is this something you like to get access to? I would like to see your yes. And if it is no, I would like to say it. Okay, I can say yes here as well. Great. Thank you. All right, so let me show you. So I'm going to show you how to get access to it now. It is not, as I've said, it's not free. It's paid, but it has been, in fact, this is more like me giving it for free. It's just that I don't want to be giving things for free again that much. I don't want to give things for free that much again. You know why? Is that most of things we are going to do, we're talking about making money here, financial freedom. In Yoruba language, there's something to say, it is more that used to make money. Okay. So as a teacher, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, like to pay for knowledge, to pay for things, you know also because you are in a business of knowledge.
I want to
of people paying you, you survive. Your money comes from people paying you for your knowledge. So if you are not used to paying other people for their knowledge too, you find it difficult to collect money from people for your own knowledge too. That's why it's important you actually pay for things. And that's why this particular fee, in fact, when I was actually planning this, I started it as something that is supposed to be free for everybody. But I realized that no, I don't want it to be free. No, I want people who are willing to invest in themselves. And that's why I make it very affordable. It's just 2,500. Even though this is something I can confidently put 10,000 naira on. And those that will pay for it will pay. Remember, there's money. Okay, so I said the toolkit is packed with actionable strategies and mindset shifting insights. This toolkit help guides teachers towards building a fulfilling and profitable career inside and outside the classroom. The toolkit itself is going to officially launch on October 5, 2024. That's on Saturday, Teachers' Day. That's when it's going to be officially launched. And what that means is that that's when people who pay for it will start getting access to it. October 5 on Saturday. And the launch fee is 2,500, as I've mentioned. But the pre-launch fee, which is today like this, from today, Tuesday, till Friday, Tuesday to Friday, you can pay just 1,500 naira to get access to it. Everybody, whether you pay on Saturday, you pay for Saturday, you're going to get access to it on Saturday. Okay, but if you pay before Saturday, you can pay just 1,500. But once it's Saturday, then everybody will have to pay what? 2,500 naira to be part of it. This is not a matter of it's only available for this number of persons. No, anybody can get it. Anybody, you can get it for your teachers, you can get it for yourself. Okay, so that's it. If this is something you're interested in, this is the account number to pay to 08037279843. The account is OPay. You can send, my number on the WhatsApp. You just send the proof of payment to me. You'll be sent a form to fill, and you get added to a group. Yes, I'm going to create a group for everybody that's going to pay for this. I'm going to create a group for them. We are going to be working together there. We are going to have, I'm going to give them a whole lot. A whole lot. It's going to be like a progressive educators network group on its own. Yes, it's going to be a group on its own, a community on its own, a community of people who are willing to invest in themselves. Okay, so that's it. So if something you can interested in, you can screenshot this particular page. Okay, can screenshot it, make your payment, send the proof of payment to me. If you're not able to make it today, you can make it tomorrow, next tomorrow. But once it's Saturday, you have to, actually the 2,500 naira is not much, so it's not even an encouragement. Okay, this is just like a what's it called? I might even change it. Should I change it? Maybe I should change it. Just make it just for today alone, and then from tomorrow everybody will pay 2,500. But no problem. Let's just go ahead with this. So you have the opportunity to pay just 1,500 naira till what's it called? Till Saturday. Okay. So that's all for this. Thank you so much. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I've not taken too much of your time this morning. And I want to wish you again happy new month and happy Independence Day. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it to Saturday. I will leave it to Saturday. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to have your feedback. Please let me know.
Please,
how has it been for you? Okay, yes, you have a question. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, my question is this. let's say I'm creating videos for different topics in science or maths. How will I make it available to the public? How will I sell myself? And how will I sell those videos?
Okay, I'm going to give you a short answer. Yeah, it's a very short answer here, and it's three answers I'm going to give you, Ma, because I know the person that's talking. I'm going to give you an answer here. I'm also going to tell you that all the answers that you're looking for is in the video course that you're going to get access to on Saturday when you pay, and also because you are the one, we're also going to talk behind the scene. Mr. Mr. is one of my biggest favorite customer in the world, like one of the people who actually supported my work a whole lot. Okay, so a school administrator, one of the big schools in Lagos, but you will not know. She's someone that's always willing to learn. Okay, so the thing is that when you create all these videos, you have been part of my training, so I know. So you can put, there's things we call cloud storage system. You can make use of YouTube. The most important is just being able to put your files or your videos in a particular place where everybody can be able to access it. Yes, you can use Google Drive, you can use Google Classroom. For the video course, I myself am going to be using Google Classroom for it. So you can make use of that. For some of you are just hearing Google Classroom or you don't know how to use it, that's part of what you're going to learn in my boot camp. Take a learning boot camp. Okay? That's me selling myself. And also, the other thing you need to do is to promote yourself online. Okay, promote yourself. You have to show up. You have to let people, the thing about promoting yourself online is that people have to see you, people have to know you, like you, and trust you before they can give you their money. So, and to do that, people have to see you as an authority. Okay, so have to see you as an authority. Okay, I'm also going to, that's also part of what I'm going to cover in the video course, because all these things are very, very important. I'm going to show you how to be your personal brand, how to use social media for visibility. Yes, you can do it. You're not limited. You can do sales job. Yes, you can do sales job. You can do it. So far, you see that so far it's not affecting your teaching career. It's not affecting what you're doing. But for me, I would advise that you actually do the sales job for yourself. You can create things yourself and be your own salesman. Yes, you can create things for yourself. There are just who create products for themselves, who write books, who create a lot of things for themselves, and they sell. What I'm doing right now is what I'm selling. I create something, a video course, and I'm asking you to come and buy. That's me doing a work of a sales job. But this time around, I'm selling for myself. Anything I make is for me. Is that I'm selling for someone, I'm making 1 million for someone, and the person is paying me 30K per month. No. That's just it.
Okay,
all right,
thank
so do you have
you.
any other question? You're welcome. Do you have any other question, please, before we call it a day? Thank you so much.
Yes, hello.
Okay. Yes, I'm with you. Yes, Mrs. Rama.
Mine is not a question. I just want to implore you that you, as we have attended this, and I think a majority part of us are teachers. We could also encourage ourselves by liking and following each other on social media, because I found out that although there are very good teachers online, but sometimes they are not seen because there is this kind of, I don't know, but this is my own kind of perception of the whole thing. There's this kind of clicking. It's who I know, it's my friend I follow, even though that my friend is not doing as good as some other experts. But people don't follow other people they don't really know or who are not their cliques. So this is an opportunity, because I've attended a kind of virtual meeting where people were asked to all follow one another. And this will help to bring visibility for the upcoming teachers. They are all good. A lot of teachers are good, I would say, but some don't have this popularity online. So if we start to follow each other, especially some of you that are very popular online, you kind of like the comment of a teacher who is not very popular. This will kind of bring her out or suggest her to other of your friends who could also maybe like one or two things she does, and it give us a kind of a collaboration, because as teachers we shouldn't hide our knowledge. You have given us a great pieces of idea of information today that if you decided to hold it, nobody's going to hold you for it, but you have given us this knowledge. So if we can also help one another by helping those ones coming up among us to get visibility, it will be a very good one too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's an amazing contribution. So it's very important that we actually follow ourselves. So what I'm going to do, my own part is, okay, you need me to teach you about online teaching. Yeah, just send me a message, please. Send me a message. What is it called? So please, so for those of us, so what I'm going to say is not every one of us I know. It's not all that are here that are doing things online. So there are some of us like me. I can talk for myself. I share a lot of things online. So I can request, because what I'm going to say to when it comes to following is that it's something valuable that will follow. So if you don't have anything of value on your Facebook profile, why should I follow you? That is there. So for everybody here that you know that you have something good that you're doing online, or you want to start doing something good, just go to your Facebook or go to your LinkedIn. I'm also going to do my own too, because I also need more people to get to know about me. Go there, copy your link, your Facebook link and your LinkedIn link, copy it and send it to the group. And everybody should follow each other. Okay? Follow other people that drop their own. They will follow you too. Follow them, follow them, follow them. Let them follow you. Follow other people. As they are following other people, they will also follow you too. Because the thing is also, together we stand. United we stand, divided we fall. It's also a type of support that we're going to do for ourselves. In fact, this is one of the reasons why I said I'm going to create a community. You have not even talked about this before. I said I'm going to create a community for those that get access to the distance, because in that particular place, everybody is going to be like an accountability partner to every other person else. So when everybody is doing anything, you're coming out of your shell and you want to start using social media. You put a post out. We are encouraging ourselves. We are following each other. We are liking each other posts. We're doing a whole lot of things together. But that does not have to be for those that join the distance alone. This is something we can do for ourselves. You following someone does not make you better and does not make you less of yourself. Okay, in fact, it serves as an encouragement for people. Okay, so you can go right then and go to your Facebook, go to your LinkedIn, copy the link and share it. If you are watching the replay and you are on the WhatsApp group, do the same too. You can copy it, share it to the group. Okay, but make sure this is the one. Make sure that you actually have something worth of following on your Facebook. Make sure you have it. It's very, very important. Because even for me, I don't follow any people. Even when you send me a friend request, I don't accept friend request from anybody. When you send me a friend request, the first thing I go and check what do you have on your page. I want to go and check what are you posting, because I'm very, very particular, very intentional about what I see on my Facebook feed. And if I'm following you, what it means is that whenever you post anything, I'm going to say it. And if you are used to posting things that does not align with what I believe in, I don't want to say it. That's exactly what it means. I don't want to say it. So just do your day, make I do my day. That's it. I don't know if you understand that. Just stay where you are and I stay where am I. Yes, thank you. You send a friend request and you put your account on private. I cannot see what's on your timeline. How do I know if there's someone that is worth my follow or not? Yes, social media is not for private person. If you want to be private, then don't need of coming to social media. So if you send a friend request to follow you, or you want people to follow you, we need to, when I click on your link, when you send the link and I click on it, before I follow you, trust me, I'm going to go through what's on your profile first. I'm going to see this thing worth following. If it is, I will follow immediately. You don't have to ask me to do it. I'm going to do it. But if I go there and I cannot see anything on your profile, then what? So I hope you get that. All right. Is there any other question before we call it today? Any other question, please? Thank you so much. So let me just stop the recording now. So if you are watching the replay, thank you so much for staying tuned. If you watch the recording, the replay before October 5, Saturday, you can just take advantage of this particular fee. But if not, you have to pay the full fee, which is 2,500 naira. The thing you're going to get in the course is worth over 10,000 naira. I can completely charge that for it. This is more like a gift, but I don't want the gift to be free for you, like completely free. I want you to make a commitment so that you know this thing I pay for it. Yes. So that's just the idea of this. So see you all at the top. Thank you so much. And please, I want to ask one thing from all of you. So I know you have commented what you do here. I mean, you have commented how the training is for you. Can I get a written feedback? Maybe just short. Hey, the training is awesome. I learned this. I learned about new ways of teaching. I learned about mindset of successful teacher. I learned about taking care of my personal economy. I learned about this. I learned about what it means to be a successful teacher. I now have what it takes to be a fulfilling and profitable teaching, to have a fulfilling and profitable teaching career. Just something like that. Just write a short this thing about your experience and just put it on the WhatsApp group to pepper those that did not join this thing. Yes, pepper them. Okay, so thank you so much. If you want the replay too, you can also do it. I would really appreciate it. I would love to have your feedback. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day ahead. Let me take this. Let me show you my face. Yes, stop sharing, please. Thank you, everybody. This is my face. Thank you. Do you enjoy the session? Hope you enjoy the session. Hope I not talk too much. You can see I'm very talkative. I talk a lot. I can talk. But my time is valuable. When I talk, big things happen. When I talk, life gets transformed. When I talk, teachers get empowered. That's my own type of talkative, not just other type of talkative.
All right.